Hello, everybody. Appreciate everyone checking back in for another BPI CEO address, or State of the Union as we call it. At this moment, 2019 is winding down and 2020 is about to start. It's been a great moment or a great year for BPI. I want to touch on a couple of the highlights we had from throughout the year. Innovation first is a BPI mantra, and this year we saw the release of One More Rep Complete, Best BCA Recharge, Strength Gains, and Smart Burn, amongst other products. Each of these four, I feel, are just absolute total winners. Right now, we have been marketing the One More Rep Complete, BCA Recharged, and Strength Gains as kind of the total solution stack with a pre, intra, and recovery product. Not to say that's the only application for those, but it's a great way to look at it. Smart Burn, awesome neurocognitive, kind of neurotropic feel, really cool stuff. So we also have a lot in the keto space happening. I'll touch on that in a minute, but another great year wraps up for BPI. This is my 10th year here with the company. We're 11 years old. I moved down about 9 months into the business to get involved, and man, what a ride it's been. Let's talk about something else now, though, our athletes. The end of this year saw us sign a new group of athletes. This is in addition to some of our other returning athletes who we really love, India, Champ, et cetera, but bringing Rolly Winkler on the team, and Brandon and Kamal, these are real Olympia level guys. And I just have to say this, I'm looking forward to Rolly getting in here. Brandon was in the office a couple weeks ago, and I gotta say, man, this kid in the gym is a machine. Outside the gym, he's incredibly nice. What a great dude. The type of guy you want to be working with, so I'm really psyched. And I mean, with Kamal, we have the 212 Olympia champ. He was a friend of Whitney's before he even signed on with us. We got to spend a lot of time together at the Olympia, and just another class act dude. So we really have built this world-class athlete team. And these guys are joining, India and Champ and Rael, who are just putting out great content constantly. So whether it be YouTube or Instagram or just the general fitness blogosphere, BPI is going to be coming at you with a ton of content in 2020, some stuff that I'm really excited about. And speaking about 2020, one thing I wanted to talk about personally to you guys is the New Year's resolution theory, because I myself am a huge New Year's resolution guy every year. I think about things in my personal life, my professional life, and of course in my fitness life, what I want to do. And I will tell you this, much like everyone else, November, December were not good months for my diet. At one point this year, I was down to 176 pounds, really great shape, very proud of myself. I'm a little over 200 pounds now. That's a 25-pound swing on a guy that's only 5'10", more like 5'8", but it's a lot. So when you do your New Year's resolutions, I personally have a couple tips that I've adopted over the years, and I'm 47 years old, so it's a lot of years. A couple things that help me that I'd love to share. Pick one or two foods that you eat that you just promise yourself no matter what you won't eat in 2020, or at least in the first half of the year. For example, if you occasionally go to fast food, say, no matter what, no matter if it's a cheat meal or I'm drunk or I'm just falling off my diet, I'm not gonna go there. For me, it's chocolate chip cookies. I love chocolate chip cookies, and I can eat a box of them at a time. In fact, I should probably be 400 pounds based on how many chocolate chip cookies I ate over the holidays. But come January 1st, I am going to give up chocolate chip cookies. And by kind of taking them and putting them in forbidden territory, it makes it easier mentally to just say no. Do not make a major cut in calories on January 1st. One of the very few benefits about overeating for 2 months straight is you bring your daily caloric intake up super high, and it kind of drags your metabolism up along with it. So if you look at a diet, a real good diet, like when I was competing over the summer, probably in the last phase of that diet, you're down to, I know where I was. I was down to 2,000 calories a day, which for me in the workouts I was doing was very low. Right now I'm probably up at 4,500 or 5,000 calories a day because of all the chocolate chip cookies. But for me to say, okay, day one, I'm going back to 2,000 calories, it's actually a mistake. You can cut 10, 20% out of your diet, 15% of the calories out. Your calories will still be higher than you think, but you need to remember that dieting is progressive. And if you go right to the bottom on day one, you're gonna short circuit your plan and be very susceptible to failure. New Year's is next week, but the one to really worry about is Valentine's Day. And I'm gonna tell you why. Normally, when you're getting in shape, it's a 12-week effort, 16 weeks, about 3 months. That's what it really takes, from what I've seen, to impact your physique. It just so happens that Valentine's Day is 6 weeks into the year. So rather than setting a longer goal of 3 months or say by April or by summer, set a nice short-term goal. Say 6 weeks from now, I'm going to have a great cheat meal. I'm either going to take my significant other to an awesome meal and eat, or if you're single, I'm going to go out to a bar and get hammered, because sometimes when you're not online, that's where you meet people. All those calories from the food or the alcohol, you can alleviate the guilt, because that's going to be your big cheat. So you should say, by the time Valentine's Day comes around, I want to have the first 5 pounds gone, or I want to have my bench up at least 10 pounds or my deadlift up 20, because you're not at the end of your goal, but you're along the route. So Valentine's Day is really a great landmark and a great excuse to cheat, and cheating is actually celebrating the success you had. My final point, and I'm sorry if this sounds a little commercial, but it's really true. Invest in some supplements. January 1st, or even now, figure out what's going to help you to reach your goal. Is it creatine and BCAAs to get stronger? Is it some keto products and a thermogenic to help you get leaner? Obviously, there's always going to be a protein in the mix. But what are the products that are going to help you reach that goal? Plan them out and make that purchase and get that daily use. Because one thing I know, when I'm on my plan and I'm a week into it, 2 weeks into it, 3 weeks into it, the fact that I've built up that momentum combined with the guilt of losing it is really a great motivator to help me keep on my New Year's plan. So those are just some of the tips that I've, over my 47 years, I've never really thought about them, but looking back, those are some of the tips that have helped me to, at least chase my goals, maybe not reach them, but things that have helped, and I'm happy to share them with you. So the final thing I want to talk about is diet season. Now, BPI is a great retail business with partners like GNC, Vitamin Shop, Walgreens, Walmart, and usually, even Amazon. Usually these guys have a New Year, New You type marketing program. And we are participating in all of these. Our products will be promoted GNC and Vitamin Shop and Walgreens and Amazon. However, we're also doing some great things on the BPI.com website. So let me share some of these with you so you kind of know what's coming up. We do have a great free hoodie promo going on right now. There will be a couple limited, 1 day only, 30% off site-wide sales coming up, so please keep an eye out for that. There will be a special promo on all BPI diet items coming up in the beginning of the month. We're gonna have a great mix and match promo towards the second half of the month, allowing you to pull a couple extra products into your stack at a really great promotional price. Get you on the BPI team. You can look at strength gains, you can look at smart burn, things that will complement your strategy going into 2020. So with all that said, there's a lot of momentum coming out of 2019 and coming into 2020. The best thing about fitness is it's all about momentum. So feel the excitement, get your New Year's resolutions built, get your New Year's resolutions supported with the products and the plans that it takes, and come January 1st or January 2nd, put your head down and focus and get to the goals that you need. Remember, Valentine's Day, 6 weeks in, great goal. Let's see what we can all do to get there, and hopefully we'll have something to celebrate in the middle of February.